Hi, welcome to Retirement in 60 Seconds. Today, we are diving into the importance of setting financial goals. Financial goals are like roadmaps for your money, providing direction and purpose to your financial journey. Here are 4 key reasons why setting financial goals is important. 1. Providing financial direction. Financial goals help you prioritize saving and investing, steering you away from short-term spending temptation. 2. Building healthy habits. By setting and working towards financial goals, you develop saving and budgeting habits that contributes to greater stability and security in the long run. 3. Sense of purpose. Setting financial goals provides motivation and persevere through setbacks and obstacles. 4. Reducing financial risk. Financial goals helps you establish a financial safety net and a well-thought-out strategy to handle unexpected expenses or economic downturn. Remember, setting financial goals lays a solid foundation for your financial stability and paving way for a financial security for your future. So start planning today till we come your way again. Remember to plan well, retire well.
Enterprise, your advantage.
Hello and welcome to Young and Invested by Enterprise Trustees. Today we discuss how young adults maximize their spending habits, how they break the bank to ensure that they live lavishly during weekends and all of that. I am Setofori Boatin and I'm joined together with
Helen Kujoyevu.
Elvis Kwesi Frimpon.
And Efiafina.
All right, so let's get into why we are here today. The first question for today. Do you have a budget for social spending? And how have you managed your spending over time?
Yes, I have a budget personally. So at the beginning of each month, I know my needs and my wants. So I break them down. I have a plan. And then they are broken down into subcategories. And then I allocate the funds into each of these plans. So for me, that's how I'm able to manage my spending for the month.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I agree with Helen, but personally, I segment it and I label them. So you have to know what you want. You know, I usually go out. I like to save. I do have bills, so I segment it into 5 categories, 5 segments.
5. Okay.
So, I do pay bills. I like to hang out with my girls. I love to take care of myself. So if I take about 1,000, I allocate each portion of amount to every category. So, yes, and I do it monthly. So you have to have a flow of income. So,
Hey, monthly, Charlie, it will be hard.
How often do you do yours?
Probably like every 2 months or maybe every quarter because I'm really not like...
the last time I checked, you are rich.
It
a
depends. So if
bomber.
you have to live month on month, that one every quarter may
Charlie,
not.
it's just the last Fridays of every month. That's what I think. And before all the deductions, everything goes on, you know that at least you have something. So just as you said, you break it down. But then the limit as to what you spend really depends because now places you go to vary. Yeah, so if you enter a place like garage, you spend a lot.
So you don't make any budgets. You are just the bomber.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, that's
I have to
interesting.
be following you.
For me personally, I always budget. I would give my management skills like a 7/10 because I always have to budget before you're going somewhere. If I go to a restaurant, I'm already on Google or probably on IG checking out menu. But I need to know how much I'm going to spend over there. I'm just not going to go there because, as you said, there are bills to take care of. I mean, the bills are not going to take care of itself. So I always have the budget. But there are people that are spontaneous. They can just...
Exactly. Sometimes,
just-
you just go there and you're overwhelmed.
And
One time I went to a
that's true.
restaurant
Okay.
and then apparently they had updated their prices, but they hadn't updated it online.
this matter.
So you can imagine you go there with like, okay, at most I'm going to spend like a 400 and you get there, you're paying 800 and you're like, okay, you see. So, I mean, the spontaneous comes in just as you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true.
Okay, so to the next question,
Okay.
let me ask. How do you create a budget for social activities? How do you create a budget?
You have to access your income. So when your income comes, you have your fixed expenses. So we have the rent, the gas, the water. So when you take out your fixed expenses, then you can set like a realistic amount that that, okay, this portion is for spending. I think that's
What do
the
you
way to
think?
go.
Well, I agree, but with someone like Seth, he has too much money.
Amen. I think
He has too much money, so he doesn't really create that budget. He just goes with the flow. And today, I'm here to advise you. You should really start budgeting because
It really helps.
yes.
I'm coming. Why would I budget if I have more than enough?
You get a point.
No, just like when you went to a restaurant and they had changed their prices. If you had budgeted for extra, you
Yeah.
could have used that money.
You're
Personally,
right.
I do that. So if there is any emergency, I have a fund for emergency. So I just pick it up from that
The
place.
emergency
and
fund and then just
Makes
use
sense.
it.
yeah, it's
But
part
like,
of the
yeah,
budget.
It's true because budget helps you to plan.
Yeah.
Because ABC is going to this and that and that. You
Of
pay your
course.
utilities, whatever you have to pay, and then the extra you put some aside for miscellaneous and then savings as well. And then
Yeah.
it's just unfortunate these days the miscellaneous is rather going up.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Unplanned. They just
Unplanned.
Yeah.
come in just like that.
I tell
Right.
you.
So how do I budget? I plan. I have this 40-40-20 rule of my income. So let's say I'm making 100% income. 40% goes into savings and investments. 40%. You understand?
Which one is this?
It goes where?
What is it?
I mean,
Because I said
if
you don't
you
get
are
some.
as
So when does it
expenses,
get
Theater
there?
or Frida.
let's say expenses or
Confess your sins. We are listening.
I think I'll keep mute on that matter. But it goes into maybe expenses and miscellaneous
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
We are
Miscellaneous
stretching the
as well.
miscellaneous. I'm
You
interested
should
in
put
that.
me on your miscellaneous.
Me too.
We'll talk about that
Respectfully.
backstage.
All right, so
And
let
the
me take you.
20% goes into, let's say, paying of debts. So for these social events, they're all going to go into that 40% of the
Okay.
budget. There are certain times they might exceed the 40%. So you just have to pray to God to restore it.
And it can even be lower because it's not every month that you may spend so much. So if you are going to track it, it's the best thing to do.
Yeah, and I
Seth
mean,
Yeah.
spends so much every month.
But it's not every month that you have so many programs to attend.
yeah, but probably maybe the month
In
that I
Accra.
don't spend
Wait,
so
wait.
much.
In Accra.
Yes.
Unless maybe you don't have
Maybe-
friends.
Unless you
Different
want to
Accra.
go to
No.
every
Unless
program.
maybe you don't have friends.
Unless
Because
you
In
want to go to
Accra.
every program.
Now all my friends are married, so the spending is
Exactly.
because
So it depends.
unlike before when
They are married and the spending is what?
It's
It's
like
lower.
way lower now
Because maybe they're
Who are
not
they
going out
married
as
to?
much.
oh, when you get married, it's a different conversation. So once you get married, with
The
your
kids
spouse,
are
I can't go out. The
involved.
kids are involved. You
Yeah.
get what I mean? Yeah.
But
so-
they are more expensive
go
than.
out
I mean, kids are more
much.
expensive than me.
Well, the context is about
Well-
social events, like maybe let's say
Exactly.
going
Yeah.
out, but we're going to diverse into expenses. We spend a lot.
Well,
We actually spend a lot.
really.
All right, I guess it is what it
Okay.
is.
Yeah, so let's move to the next question.
okay.
Can I say no when my friends want us to go out, knowing I haven't budgeted for it?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean,
You have to be honest and you have to be disciplined. If you know that this is what I can afford to spend this month, you have to stick with it.
I don't
Or
want
else
you
you
guys
won't
as
be able
my
to meet your
friends. Why
goals.
would you tell me no?
Ah, yes.
would you
You
want
have
to go out there and be
understand as a
embarrassed?
friend too.
No, but I mean, you can always, postpone it, but saying no, dear.
No, why should we postpone it because you do not have the
Have it,
budget
yes.
for it?
I wouldn't want to hold my friends back.
Come on.
Personally, I don't know how to tell people no. I should
Hey.
learn how to do that. I know. Wait.
Yes, you do.
I know. But then, I could add into my budget next month. I could go like, let's postpone.
Let's talk about why I'm coming. Let's say we have 9 yeses. So because one person is not up to it, we should postpone
Come
it.
on. No.
I mean, I'm a nice person.
No, but then
We don't love you that. We don't love you that much. Please, we don't love you that
For all
much.
of us.
Come on.
Maybe the next outing you can attend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've attended plenty of outings, so that particular won't change anything.
Yes.
I mean,
So you're sticking to the no.
Of course, I can't
course
kill
not.
myself if
Yeah.
I'm not budget for it,
Yeah.
or if I'm not up for it.
And imagine we go and let's say everybody's dropping like a 500 on the table to
Uh,
pay for something.
Everybody's going to look at
If
you
you
like,
start scratching your ear. And then
You start receiving a
that's when you
call.
start receiving calls. You are busy for nothing, and then you the whole.
Exactly. If you can't, you can't. Your
Yeah.
future savings account balance will thank you.
Probably if you
And
feel
God
you
willing,
kill the
there'll be other
vibe,
activities.
you don't tell them no. You just find an excuse.
But let's be realistic. We've
Okay.
all spent money to the minus zero, and we're still. I mean, we're still alive.
Amen.
but we cannot
one we
live
have.
on YOLO all the
Wouldn't
time,
kill
you
you.
know.
Exactly.
You can't live on YOLO. It's like
Every
you're
time.
always going to be living on the present. I'm not
No, but
thinking
you know,
about the
see,
future.
sometimes YOLO.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
You are the bomber, so you're going to be biased.
No,
When it comes to
you
that.
see, sometimes you need to YOLO, and then sometimes you need to go without YOLO.
Exactly.
Hey, imagine you're with the girl you like, pan. I said, you
When-
go like,
when it's with the
I don't
girl
want
you
to
like,
do
pan,
yawa,
yeah.
so no,
Oh,
I'll
no,
tell
but
you no.
see, this girl matter.
But said, when it's with a girl you
I
like,
don't know.
pad,
No, you
sometimes
see, if you're the
YOLO.
girl
You
you like,
understand?
yeah,
You
you
have
want
the
to show
money.
something and all of
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
no,
if it's the
but
first time, if it's the
Yes,
first
that one
time,
there, please
first impression,
go
they
overboard.
actually
You have to
YOLO
make it
Pro
count.
Max.
Yeah.
You bab.
You have to keep it up. Why
Yes.
would you drop?
No,
keep the
listen,
standard.
listen. Consistency is not necessarily being there and then staying there. The first time is YOLO. The
The
next
second
time
time
we
is
come,
something
and then you know
more.
that okay, she would understand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
But
that's
then
Netflix
if
and
you do YOLO today, tomorrow YOLO, 3 days YOLO, and you start over a year period YOLO,
The
she will
YOLO
always
finish,
expect
there'll be
you.
Okay,
no
so you're
money
talking
for the
about
YOLO
understanding
again.
girlfriends here. Ah, oh, okay.
Yeah, but it's all
okay.
part of the spending. I
Yeah,
mean,
well.
the girls spend the money a lot.
We do.
That one, dear.
Thank you for confirming. You know, that one there. Hey. Please share more insight on that.
They said
Please,
dating
it's
is
okay.
expensive now.
This is expensive.
It's very expensive.
Really?
Very expensive. I cannot.
Very, very expensive.
You cannot what? Huh?
But you're already a bomber, so why are you?
But even the bombers suffer these days because town ground hot like Charlie.
Then they go through heavy.
Yes.
Like heavy.
Oh, but it depends on the purchase. Sometimes you purchase something and you know you're content what you purchased. So
No, but
the bombers right, they're okay.
in all, I think sometimes it's just about maintaining the kind of lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
But you see, when you're up there and then all of a sudden you drop, because you've already given that notion that I'm up there, you don't want to drop. So you start, finding ways and means just to maintain that. And at the end of the day, it costs you more.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Makes sense.
Okay, so the next question says, what advice would you give someone who has the fear of missing out due to budget constraints?
I feel like you have to be focused on quality over quantity.
Okay.
That's what I feel like.
Aye.
because
Please, please you go deeper for me.
I mean, focus on what actually matters. For example, maybe, December is coming. And you know that, okay, December, I want to attend these concerts.
The boggers will come
So-
to town.
They'll
Ah.
come.
Yes.
I know. So maybe from now till then, you start saving the concert you want to attend, the tickets. Yeah, you put money aside. So that means from now till then, you may not be able to attend every outing that you'd want. So yes,
Like, you see, the thing is, outing without friends too sometimes can be some
exactly.
way.
It's your friends that make it.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Imagine going
Some
for
you
like
can do
Rapaholic.
yourself.
I've
You
been
know?
solo my whole life. Outing, vacation, mention it. It's
No,
always
vacation is
solo.
different.
Friend.
Vacation?
But let's talk about social event, like maybe a
Afrochella.
concert.
A concert.
I
You
do
went
have-
alone to
Afrochella,
Yes.
Rapaholic. No, then you knew when you were going to meet some, one or
Friend.
two. You see,
it's
and for
right.
ladies, you
No,
know
no, no,
definitely somebody will call you, please.
Someone's
as
gonna buy you a
Me
drink.
as a guy, if I go to Rapaholic, nobody's gonna call me or approach me like, "Hello, hi, sir."
I then said, "Undi
Then
Oh,
when you
come on.
say me name, me can reality.
Obi Anto
like,
Hema.
Debbie,
Waiting man do man.
ah,
I mean, that's the reality of
that's
it.
the
But you
reality.
see your friends, your male friends.
That's what I'm saying. You would like to go with your friends.
Yes,
You get
okay,
it?
that's
and
true.
that's the more reason why all these things, once you're doing, you need to ensure that they're also roped in. So you start selling the idea to them. Like Charlie, Rapaholic, you go, be like, boy. You still convince them. Like,
Yeah.
I
Charlie,
have friends who
let's
always rain
see.
check.
Okay, I'm
Wait,
really
what?
concerned
They rain
as to
check
how you
all
went
the
to
time.
Afrochella alone. How did you jump?
Why
Question
wasn't
for
the
all of us.
artist
No, I
singing?
mean, like, how will you, per what I see you online,
The vibes with your friends.
you understand?
all
It's
that.
like
Yeah,
singing
it's
to
enjoyable.
each other and all that.
You see, the
Like-
funny thing is when you're entering these concerts and then they are not there, you are always nervous because it's like, Charlie, where
Am I
you
going
put
to hang
Wait,
out
yeah,
with?
you know.
Will I
So let's
stand
say
with?
maybe an underground artist is like on the stage right now.
you don't really know.
You don't know the song.
You
What are you
cannot
going
jam
to
to
do?
the song. You
You
just start
will not be
pressing
on the
your phone
phone.
and you start
What-
snapping and
The
all
network is even
girls,
jammed
where are
at
you?
that point.
And yes, and when we are crowded, the network is jammed. You see.
So how did you do it? Tell us.
Like, I really want to know. I'm so concerned. How did you do it? Except you're
I'm,
capping.
I'm alone. Like I mostly do my things solo.
Yeah.
Some of them are, secretive. You know, who secrets, right? Yeah. So I'm just a solo person.
But was it entertaining?
It is.
Alone at
It is.
Afrochella.
I go to eat. fufu alone.
Oh.
I'll go to
Everybody
eat.
that's
No,
different.
no.
That's
talking of-
different.
No, like alone. Even some awards nights, I could go alone. Like I don't depend on friends to
No,
be
you see,
happy.
that's different. But we all have that particular friend that
I
you
don't.
you call them,
They are down.
My
they are
friends,
down.
my friends will be
Where are
like,
you?
"Oh yeah, let's go." When it's time,
They all
Fina, Fina. They are always rain checking. So I'm used to that thing. So I just move alone.
So
you know.
let's say probably there's a chance for you to be at one concert, right? You know, let's say 5 of your friends are going to rain check, but then you just want at least one to be there. How would you convince such a person to join you? You are certain that all the 5 will bail out on you, but at least that one person, you just want that particular person to come and join you. How would you do that?
I'll just tell you my life depends on it. I mean,
Please,
that's
make
that.
sure you go.
My friends watch me die. If I tell them my life depends on it, trust me. Maybe you guys have nice friends. My friends are not that nice. They should forgive me, but they are not.
Friends.
Are you hearing?
But I think it's just selling the idea.
Yeah.
to
So
them.
personally, I don't like missing out. You know, I'm very young, and I feel like when I start having children and all that, I could be missing out on things I could have done. So I'm trying to
Exactly.
pack
Makes
my
sense, yeah.
20s. I'm packing.
Loaded.
Forget about
Loaded.
forget
the
about budgets.
experiences.
I'm packing it. Anything I can do that is okay to fall within the 20s, I'm doing it. Because when I'm
Yeah.
30, I'm in a different criteria. You know,
God
I can't do
willing,
some
later
things
on.
that I used to do.
The money will come back.
So if you want to do something, do it now and regret it now. Don't wait and be old and me who young come on, no. So something someone may say when they're in their 30s, I will say it now. You know, when I get to that stage, I would have more experience with your gender. So I feel like if you have something to do it now, have all the experience you need now, and don't miss out on anything. Nothing. Program be wa crack. Uniska shatari. You don't need to look expensive. Just weigh anything and you know.
Just
No,
be yourself
Onisika
and then-
Obeda
It's
ako.
about being there.
Like Onisika Obeda ako.
Obeda what's the saying?
No, ni no everyone ako. Obeda.
Oh no.
So I think that
Oh, the trot code the ubako ubedru. The point is you get there. That's the whole point.
You know, there's actually no fun. For instance, there's actually no fun going somewhere when you don't have money. You know, money gives you some kind of confidence that come with me, you can pay your way out of it. Like you get
Coming
it.
from your gender is different.
So moving to the next question, let's discuss fair and equitable ways to divide expenses.
Dividing expenses.
between boyfriends and girlfriends or between
It depends on the situation you're in, honestly.
yeah. So I'm asking.
If you're with your roommate, I mean, in the month, you know that you have
Water
things
bill.
to exactly, light, rent,
Light,
Even groceries.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's divided amongst you
That's
both,
what
and
Fina,
it
I
depends
know,
on the
yeah.
number of people in the room.
I feel like when it comes to expenses, I will still go with my first. That's the 40-40-20 rule. So the expenses are going to eat into the 40% of my income. Right. So most of my expenses might be fuel, prepaid, water bill.
Add me to it.
Babe, I need agent 200 CDs. Oh, babe, I just saw this slippers online, this tax slippers online. Can you please buy it for me? I mean, all these things are going to enter. You can't go a month without buying something for me.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
you should probably like make a budget for it. But I'm still of the view that there are certain expenses. See, no matter what you
You
do,
wouldn't care them. I swear to God, but lie.
see, no matter what you imagine, I
It's
just drive in
constant,
and
like-
just get a flat tire.
Yes.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have to
that's
buy
true.
the tie. You didn't
To
budget
move.
for it.
That's why you should also budget for emergencies.
Yeah.
You know,
Or you guys don't do that.
In this, let me tell you
Oh,
this.
well,
Let me
I
tell you,
do.
let me be very, very honest. In Accra here, if you save for rainy days, it's going to rain the next day.
Of course.
It's even raining that day. That
It's constantly raining.
Yes.
Yeah.
Talking about dividing expenses.
Okay.
I think you should, if you have expenses, you should also have a source of income. Personally, I have 3 sources of income.
Okay.
Preach,
That's nice.
preach,
Yes.
girl.
One of
Rich
them
auntie.
is my boyfriend.
Okay. Shout out to
second-
my boyfriend.
Guys, are you hearing this?
The second one is, of course, the 8 to 5 we all do. And the third one is I have an eatery and I sell budget binders. So how do I divide it? I stay alone, so I can't share my bills with someone.
Okay.
So it takes us back to the first point. So if